Hi, I just wanted to email you an email about nothing and use no punctuation at all, but lots of emojis, smiley face, heart, exclamation point. Email can suck, but it doesn't have to. Watch this before you send your next email. According to Statista, 269 billion emails were sent and received every single day in 2017. That's billion with a B, folks, as in triple comma billion emails. And this number is only going up, my friends. In this world of email, how do you make sure you're emailing like a boss, like a pro, like an email ninja? Let's talk about how to send better emails. Email tip number 1, don't abuse the word urgent. This is urgent. I need it back ASAP. It is super important because it is in all caps. I'm going to be honest with you. When I see urgent in an email subject, my heart starts to race. I think about actually urgent things like bloodshed or falling off a cliff or YouTube being down, really serious things. If you overuse the word urgent, you run the risk of people taking you less seriously when it's actually urgent down the line. You know the story about the boy who cried wolf. He dies. So please, don't cry wolf. And don't abuse ASAP, urgent, important, unless it's really ASAP, urgent, or important. Email tip number 2. If it's longer than 3 paragraphs, stop. Scroll, 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 scroll. Is this email still going? Scroll. Really, really long emails are really, really tempting to just archive or ignore or delete, delete, delete. Super long emails also create something I like to call psychological guilt. If you spent 2 hours writing me a small novel in your email, I feel bad replying with only 2 sentences. So I don't reply at all. I literally ignore it in my inbox until it's no longer relevant. Or you call me about it. Maybe that email should have been a call in the first place. If it's longer than 3 paragraphs, consider calling. It's easier for both of you. Email tip number 3. Start new chains. Forward, 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 reply. What is this email even about? Have you ever been on an email chain that is 48 threads long and has nothing to do with the subject or the original question? Stop the madness. If you're on a chain that doesn't have to do with the original subject or has gone so far off course that you have no idea where you started, start a new chain. Everyone on the thread will thank you. Remember, don't let your email chains last forever. A good email should always be retired. Email tip number 4. Use a hierarchy of facts. This is my super advanced tip for exceptional email skills. Always put the most important idea up top. At best, people skim their emails. At worst, they don't finish reading them. Don't bury your lead. If you have a big question or a big idea, put it right up top so you have a better chance of someone actually reading it. Remember, get your big idea out as soon as possible. Email tip number 5. Contain your emotion. Emotions can destroy your email credibility, and it can go one of 2 ways. Overly excited emails can drive people crazy. Quadruple exclamation points, 5 smiley faces, and 3 hearts later, and your email credibility is at 0. I love excitement, but don't get too excited, especially about those emojis. You also want to avoid emotional emailing. This is when you're angry, upset, irritated, and you email everyone something a little nasty. I promise you will regret it. Here's my rule of thumb. If your heart is pounding while you're writing an email, grab a Kit Kat and take a break to revisit. Email tip number 6. Add the address last. And send. No, too soon. Have you ever sent an email too soon? Oh yes, here's a big rookie mistake. You open an email and start from the top. To, subject, message. Wrong. Always add the address last. You never know when that pesky send button gets a life of its own. Remember, subject first, address last. Email tip number 7. End on a call to action. At the end of an email, you have 2 choices, reply or ignore. As a sender, you always want your recipient to reply. The best way to increase your response rates is to always end your email on a call to action. If you really want to get fancy, you can even bold it. What's the one thing you need them to do? Reply? Answer a question? File a paper? Call a client? Tell them and be clear. End on the action to make it easy for them to do what you need. And guess what? This is our last tip, so I'm going to end with a call to action too. Did you like these tips? Please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. Are you living up to your full potential? Do you want more? I would love to help you. Get started with my free training and learn more about People School today. Visit scienceofpeople.com/pschool. Which is better? Normal typing or like cartoon clear typing? This is someone else's computer. I feel a little bad. Are we okay?